I've been running down these back roads with a suitcase full of shame, trying not to face the memories, trying not to speak your name. But your mercy keeps on calling, like a lighthouse in a storm, pulling me from cold rebellion into grace that keeps me warm. I remember Mama's praying and the hymn she used to sing, how her voice would break with longing for the mercy of a king, yeah. Now those echoes haunt my footsteps like a song I used to know, on this soulful journey homeward, where your love won't let me go. When the road is lonely, when the night is long, I can hear you singing, calling me back home. Soulful journey home, through the valley, through the rain. You're the one who walks beside me in my joy and in my pain. Every mile I take, every road I roam, leads me closer, Lord, to you, my soulful journey home. Some days my feet grow weary, some days hope is hard to find, but your hand keeps reaching gently, steady in this heart of mine. And the music of your mercy fills the spaces where I break, till the shadows lose their power and the dawn begins to wake. Lead me to the place of rest. Hold me to your gentle chest. When I wander, you still call. Love is stronger than my fall. Take me home, Lord. Take me home, Lord. I'm on my way. There were seasons I grew weary of carrying everything alone. I tried to be resilient, but I ran out of strength. I kept restarting hope, kept telling myself one more time. But even effort has limits, and mine will cross that night. I stopped reaching forward, and you came closer. Oh, you stayed when I was tired of trying, and persistence finally finally gave in. You didn't lecture my exhaustion. You entered where I'd been. I didn't have ambition left, didn't know how to climb. You stayed when I was tired of trying. You don't mistake burnout for surrender. You don't shame collapsing knees. You know when strength is finished and compassion needs to lead. You sat beside my giving up, didn't tell me to rise. You waited while I learned again how to survive. If rest is also worship, then I was still with you. You stayed when I was tired of trying, and that was enough. I didn't have to be brave anymore. Mercy in the midnight wind, when the night grows still and the world is sound asleep. There's a whisper in the shadows, calling softly to the deep. Every fear I've tried to bury, every tear I didn't show, meets the mercy in the midnight wind that tells me I can grow. There were nights I felt forgotten, nights I lost my honest prayer, but the Spirit kept on moving through the cold and heavy air. And the blues guitar was crying like a voice that understands, till the mercy in the midnight wind took my trembling by the hand. When I'm breaking in the quiet, still your peace comes rolling in. Oh, mercy in the midnight wind, calling me to breathe again. Every sorrow, every fight, fades beneath your holy light. Mercy in the midnight wind, places deep within. When the darkness pulls me in, your love finds me once again. I've been walking through the memories that I never learned to face, but your kindness keeps on rising like a dawn of gentle grace, and the organ hums forgiveness while my heartbeat learns to rest as As the mercy in the midnight wind lays its hand upon my chest, blow on me, Lord, blow on me. Heal my soul, Lord, heal my soul. Let the wind of grace remind me you were always in control. Double in the way. Mercy in the midnight wind. On the long and dusty highway, where my worries weigh me down, I have stumbled through the silence with no strength to stand my ground. But your love becomes a lantern in the places I have strayed, as you shine your love upon my road and chase my fear away. Every mile of hidden sorrow, every valley soaked in pain, finds a comfort in your promise that my heart will rise again. And the organ hums a blessing as the blues guitar is slow, while you shine your love upon my road, wherever I may go. When my spirit starts to tire, still your grace lifts me higher. My way through the night and through the day. Shine your love so warm and kind, calm the tempest in my mind. Where I walk and where I roam, Lord, your love will bring me home. Shine on me, shine within. Let your mercy be my friend. mercy walks with me. I've been wandering through the shadows where my doubts begin to grow, where the nights feel heavy-hearted and the fear begins to show. But I sense a gentle presence walking softly by my side, and the mercy in that moment tells me nothing can divide. When the voices of my failures try to drag me down again, when the guilt becomes a weapon and my heart can barely stand, there you stand in quiet power, lifting burdens off my chest, saying, child, my grace is stronger, come and enter into rest. When I stumble, when I fall, you still hear my faintest call. Mercy walks with me through the valley low, through the stormy nights where the cold winds are blow. Every step I take, every tear I cry, you are holding me close, you are standing by. Mercy walks with me, steady, strong and true. In the darkest hour, I still walk with you. There were seasons filled with heartbreak, seasons soaked in bitter tears, but you held me through the trembling, through the quiet hidden fears. Now the blues inside my spirit turn to hymns of grateful praise, as I feel your mercy leading through these long and winding days. Walk with me, Lord. Walk me near, Lord. Me, Lord. Every mile and every sorrow, you are whispering, I am here. Mercy walks, mercy walks with me. Mercy walks with me. I've changed more than I expected. Let go of things I swore were true. I've outgrown certain versions of who I used to be with you. I thought shifting meant losing you, that growth required goodbye, but you stayed through every chapter of my life. You don't cling to old versions of me. You never let go of the becoming. You walk with who I am and who I'll be. You don't demand consistency, you offer continuity. I don't have to stay the same forever. I don't have to know who I'll be. You never let go of the becoming. Ooh. Never let go. You honor every season, every ending, every start. You recognize evolution inside the human heart. I stopped fearing transformation, stop resisting change. You taught me love doesn't freeze us in one name. If you stay through transformation, then growth is safe. You never let go of the becoming. You call it life. I'm still becoming, and you're still here. Never let go. I'm still becoming. Never let go. You're still here. You're still here. Lord, set my feet on steady ground. I've been shaking like a window in a fierce and restless storm, trying hard to keep on standing when my faith don't feel that strong. Every doubt becomes a shadow, every fear a rising wave, till your whisper cuts the thunder. Child, remember you are saved. When the lies come rolling heavy, when my heart begins to fall, you remind me of the promise that your grace is over all. On the rock of ages standing, I can feel my spirit rise, and the blues that weighed me down start to fade before my eyes. When the trembling grows louder, when the night feels long, you surround me with a presence that keeps holding on. Steady ground beneath my feet, where your truth and mercy meet. When the world is crashing down, you're my song, my solid ground. Steady ground, strong and sure, grace that holds me. keeps me pure. I remember all the moments when I swore I'd lost my way, when the guilt was like a river and my hope began to fray. But your love became a shelter where my broken heart could hide, and your mercy wrapped around me like a warm and healing tide. Hold me steady, hold me, Lord. Lift me higher, lift me, Lord. Be my shelter, be my home, till the storm is gone, till the storm is gone. Your grace is unshaken, your truth is unbroken, your word is the anchor that cannot be stolen. Rub it on, let him work it so. Steady my soul, Lord. Set my feet on solid ground. Everyone wanna turn lights, wanted progress they could see, but healing doesn't follow calendars when we send the tree. I tried to hurry restoration, try to move fast, ain't too fast, but you slow my breathing, for let the moment last. You don't rush what needs time. Our presence to arrive. You taught me slow, it's still moving, and broken things survive. I don't leave to finish grieving, I don't leave to be okay. You didn't turn my wounds into lessons, didn't force meaning into scars. You sat with me in unfinished places and called them ours. I learned mercy has patience, that love doesn't compete. drifted quietly away. Lost familiar prayers and pathways. Forgot how to stay. I thought distance would dissolve you, that I crossed the final line, but you stayed in the margins, waiting patiently. You don't abandon wandering hearts. You stayed when I lost my way back, didn't close the door. You waited in the quiet spaces I forgot how to reach before. I didn't know how to return, didn't recognize the man, but you stayed when I lost my way back. You don't track mistakes like debts, you don't keep a running score. You recognize confused footsteps and meet them on the floor. You didn't lecture my leaving, didn't mark my delay. You stood where love stands until I came. If you stay when I wander, then home is always near. Ooh, stayed when I lost my way back and called me home, called me home. I found you waiting, I found you waiting, I found you waiting, I found you. I try to polish my believing, try to sound certain when I pray. I memorize hopeful language so doubt would stay away. I thought fate needed confidence that questions had to hide, but you met me in my uncertainty and never changed your side. You don't confuse honesty with weakness. You didn't ask for perfect faith, you only asked for me. You didn't need clean conclusions, you welcomed my belief in pieces. I don't have to silence my questions, I don't have to pretend I'm brave. You didn't ask for perfect faith. Oh, you don't require have flawless worship. You don't need tidy prayers. You listen for the trembling heart hidden inside my care. I brought you doubts and half-formed hope. You didn't turn away. You sat with me in honesty and called it sacred space. Oh, you stay when certainty dissolves, if faith can breathe while shaking. Then I am not behind. If grace welcomes questions, then you are already mine. Ooh, you didn't ask for perfect faith. You stay. You didn't ask for perfect faith. Learning how to trust without pretending. Who didn't ask? I've been standing at the crossroads where the roads all look the same, carrying the weight of choices that I fear will end in shame. But your voice begins to gently call me back from where I flee, saying, child, at every crossroad, know that you can walk with me. Every path I took in sorrow, every road that led me wrong, you redeem with quiet mercy, turning weakness in a song. And the blues guitar grows brighter as your truth begins to be like a lantern at the crossroad where you promised to guide me.
Choices make me shake, still your grace begins to break.
At the foot of every crossroad, when my strength becomes alone, you are there to guide my way, through the night and through the day. Every fear that blocks my view fades beneath the light of you. No matter where the winds have blown, safely home. Oh. There were seasons filled with doubt and roads that tore my heart apart, but you pieced me back together as you steadied my heart. Now the organ sings assurance and the choir starts to rise at the crossroad where your mercy turns my tears to open sky. Oh,
guide me, Jesus.
Guide me, Jesus.
Guide me still.
Lead me where.
Lead me where
You want my will.
I will.
Guide my choices. Guide my heart. At the crossroad
Where we start.
at the foot of every crossroad, you are there. nights I felt defeated, nights I fought to breathe again, when the echo of my failures was the only voice within. But your kindness found the corners where my broken pieces lay, and you gently gathered heartache, turning darkness into day. When the shame became a shadow, hanging heavy on my chest, you became the gentle answer, saying, "Child, come into rest." And the gospel of forgiveness started burning deep inside, till the fear that once controlled me slowly loosened, slowly died. When I'm sinking in the struggle, still your hand begins to rise. When my heart learns to rise, Lord, on the wings of your grace. When my heart was to rise, Lord, I knew walls of grace. All the sorrow I carried starts to fall from its place. When my heart learns to rise, Lord, like a dawn in the skies, I find hope in your mercy. When my heart learns to rise, every battle leaves a lesson, every wound becomes a prayer, and your voice becomes the anthem, saying, "Child, I'm always there." So I'll trust you in the shadows, trust the breaking of the day, for the heart that learns to rise is the heart you remain. Oh, rise through the hurting, rise through the tears,
rise through the memories,
oh, the
rise through the sorrow,
rise through the night, till my heart finds its home in your wonderful light. My heart will rise in your grace. Heaven whispers to my wounds. I've been walking through the shadows where my broken pieces hide, where the memories of failure echo deep from inside. But your whisper cuts the silence like a mercy breaking through, and I feel the warmth of heaven speaking softly, pulling through.
every wound I kept in secret, every scar I tried to mask, meets the healing of your presence as you take the lead at last. And the blues guitar is crying with a sweetness soft and true, when the whisper of your heaven starts to comfort what I knew. Every moment I'm undone, has begun. When heaven whispers to my wounds, every fear begins to bloom. Every sorrow hides its face in the shelter of your grace. When heaven whispers soft and clear, I feel love erase my fear in the darkest afternoon. Heaven whispers to my wounds.
There were seasons filled with doubting, times I feared I'd lose my way, but you held me in the silence till my night turned into day. Now the organ hums redemption with a promise coming soon, as a whisper of your heaven breathes new hope into my wounds. Whisper, 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 whisper in the night. Whisper, turn my wound into your light, into your
whisper, whisper, whisper into your light. Into your
Heaven whispers to my wounds. Morning grace, in the slow morning air, when the sunlight first appears, I can feel a holy stillness wiping off my nighttime fears. All the worry from the yesterday that tried to pull me down meets the mercy of the sunrise, pouring gold across the ground. Every failure I remember, every word I can't undo, seems to lose its weary power when the day begins brand new. There's a kindness in the quiet, there's a healing in the breeze, and it feels like God is whispering through the rustling morning trees. In the hush before the sunrise, in the light before the day, there's a grace that gently teaches. There's a better, brighter way. There is a grace in the slow morning air, like a tender, I've been stumbling through the shadows. I've been walking wounded nights, but the morning brings a mercy that can turn my wrongs to rights. And I breathe the quiet promise that your love is shining through, as the light upon the hillside softly says, I'm here for you. Oh, let the morning be my teacher. Let the sunrise be my guide. Let the peace you gently carry find a home here deep inside. Every dawn becomes a doorway to the mercy you renew. There is a grace. There is a grace. In the morning air, I didn't come with polished words tonight. Didn't dress my feelings up in light. I didn't know the verses I should say, so I just showed up anyway. I left my pride outside the door. Didn't have the strength to fake it anymore. All I had was truth and shaking hands, and you seemed to understand. I brought you my honest prayer, not the one that sounds right. I brought you my doubt, my fear, my unfinished faith. Tonight I didn't promise I'd be brave, I just promised I'd be real. I brought you my honest prayer, and you met me where I kneel. I used to think you wanted perfect words, faith without the cracks, without the hurt. But you leaned closer when I spoke my pain, like honesty was never a mistake. If you're not afraid of what I feel, why have I been hiding it? If truth is all you ever asked, then here it is. I brought you my honest prayer. Every tear I tried to hide, you didn't turn away from me. You stayed right by my side. Now I know what grace sounds like. Grace sounds like, sounds like letting go. Oh. I brought you my honest prayer, and you didn't say no. I brought you my honest honest prayer, every tear I tried to hide. You didn't turn away from me. You stayed right by my side. Now I know what grace sounds like. Sounds like letting go. I brought you my honest prayer, and you didn't say no. Whoa. Hold my heart, Lord. Lord. When the weight becomes too heavy and my courage starts to fade, when the road ahead grows narrow from the choices I have made, you become the strength I'm missing. You become my saving hand, and you hold my heart with kindness when I feel I cannot stand. Every weakness I've been hiding, every tear I face, failed to show, meets the mercy of your presence in the places no one goes. And the organ swells with comfort as my spirit understands. You will hold my heart forever when I fall and cannot stand. When my breath is thin and weak, still your strength is what I seek. Hold my heart when I cannot stand. Lift my soul with your gentle hand. Be the rock where my fears unwind. Be the peace that I cannot find. Hold my heart in the trembling night. Guide me, Lord, with your perfect light. When the storm grows wild and grand, Lord, hold my heart when I cannot stand. Hold me, keep me, oh, keep me, oh, keep me, oh, hold me, keep me, oh, keep me, oh, hold my heart when I cannot stand. Lift my soul with your gentle hand. Be the rock where my fears unwind. Be the peace that I cannot find. Oh, hold my heart in the trembling night. Oh, guide me, Lord, with your perfect light. Oh, when the storm wild and grand, on the road, hold my heart when I cannot stand. And grace walks with me in the dark. In the darkness of my burden, where my heart begins to shake, where the quiet of the night reveals the things I can't escape. There's a presence walking softly with a strength I cannot see, and I know that when I'm trembling, grace is walking next to me. Every shadow that surrounds me, every fear that hems me in, meets the comfort of your mercy that restores the hope within. And the blues guitars bending like the sigh of broken heart, while the grace that walks beside me slowly pieces me apart.
When the dark begins to swell,
still your grace is like a well. Grace walks with me in the dark, lighting embers from a spark. When the night is deep and cold, grace becomes the hand I hold. Grace that whispers through my tears, grace that overcomes my fears. In the dark where shadows start, grace walks gently through my heart. Walk with me. Walk with me.
walk with me,
Through the night.
walk with me,
Until I'm free.
grace that overcomes my grace that whispers through my tears, grace that overcomes my fears. In the dark where shadows start,
Grace walks gently through my grace like fire, like water. There's a burning in my spirit, like a flame that won't grow cold, and a river running through me with a love that won't let go. Every failure from my past life, every hurt I tried to hide, meets the cleansing of your fire, flowing gentle deep inside. Ooh. When the world begins to tremble and my hope starts falling thin, you remind me you're the healer It's like a river, and it drowns my deepest fear. When the storm keeps closing in, still your mercy says begin.
Grace like a river, fire,
Burning bright,
lifting higher,
washing all my shame away, setting hope like dawn of day. Grace like a river,
fire,
holy cleansing, never tired,
fire,
flowing through my darkest night, turning ashes into light. I've been wandering long and weary through the battle in my chest, but your kindness, like a river, pulls me closer into rest. And the fire of your forgiveness sparks the strength I didn't know, till the love I thought was absent starts to rise and overflow. Let it burn,
let it burn,
let it cleanse,
let it cleanse,
let the river flow again.
flow again.
In my soul,
In my soul,
make the broken places whole.
make them whole.
Grace like a river, fire, flow in me, washing all my shame away, setting hope like dawn of day. Grace like a flow in me. I've been holding heavy burdens, like a fire inside my chest, tired of fighting through the silence, longing only for your rest. But your mercy breaks the tension with a truth I can't allow. In the presence of my Savior, all my burdens learned about. Every sorrow I've been a dragging, every weight I couldn't name, meets the strength of your compassion, meets the gentleness of flame. believed you for the sunshine, I believed you for the plan, I believed you when the future fit inside my open hands. But the nights that never answered, the prayers you didn't move, taught me faith is more than saying I still believe in you. I know you're good in scripture, I've sung it all my life, but believing when I'm bleeding is a different kind of fight. I don't doubt that you are faithful, I just doubt myself sometimes. And I'm tired of pretending that I'm doing fine. I'm still learning how to trust you, still unlearning all my fear, still deciding if your promise means you'll stay when you're not clear. I don't doubt that you are faithful, I'm not alone. I just doubt myself sometimes, side by side. So be patient with my weakness, Lord. I'm learning how to trust you. I've trusted you with miracles, I've trusted you with grace, but trusting you with silence feels like standing in the rain. Still you don't demand perfection, you don't walk away from doubt, you stay inside the questions till the truth works itself out. Faith isn't confidence, faith is staying anyway. Faith is choosing you tomorrow when today still feels afraid. Learning how to trust you, I'm still learning how to trust you, still learning all my fear, still believing that your goodness isn't scared of what I say. You don't rush me to be fearless, you just walk me through my mind. So be patient with my weakness, Lord. I'm learning how to trust you. I'm not there yet, but I'm still here. I used to pray for smooth roads, for belief without resistance. I wanted faith that felt natural, not something I had to live in. I asked for answers that settled me, for clarity I could keep. you kept offering presents instead of guarantees. I thought difficulty meant distance, that struggle meant I was wrong. But you stayed close in the tension, like tension was where I belong. You didn't simplify the journey, you didn't make it neat. You taught me how to walk with you on unsteady feet. Oh, I stopped asking for easy faith, stop praying it will be light. I learned belief is often heavy and still holy in the fight. Oh, you don't leave when trusting hurts, you don't step back from the strain. I stopped asking for easy faith and found you in the pain. Now I don't measure faith by comfort or by how calm I appear. I measure it by who I stay with when the path isn't clear. You don't reward certainty, you don't require ease. You just keep walking beside me in my unbelief. If faith is choosing presence over proof, then I choose you. I stopped asking for easy faith and learned how to stay. I stay. Promised myself I'd be stronger this time. Swore I wouldn't bend, wouldn't cross that line. But the weight of the days kept pulling me down, and my best intentions never made a sound. I tried to keep smiling, tried to hold my ground, but fear has a way of circling around. When my courage faded and my hope ran thin, I thought you would leave like the others did. Yeah.
You stayed
When I couldn't stay strong,
you waited.
when I gave up trying, when my faith felt fragile and my nights felt long, you were steady while I was fighting.
I broke
thought your love depended on how well I stood, on how often I proved I was doing good. But you never measured my worth that way. You just held me through my weakest days.
I didn't earn your patience.
Oh,
I didn't prove your gracious.
you loved me in the middle of my unfinished faith.
You stayed.
When I couldn't stay strong,
You carried.
what I couldn't hold. When my prayers came out broken and wrong, you still heard every word I spoke.
I'm learning now what love really means.
Oh, yes, I am.
Doesn't leave when belief runs thin.
Oh, you stayed when I couldn't stay strong.
Oh, yes, hey.
Oh, and you're still here, teaching me how to stand again. Ooh. I didn't come with certainty. I came with open hands. I brought my doubts like fragile things I didn't understand. I was afraid you'd correct me, tell me what not to feel. But you listen without interrupting, like questions did offend what's real. You didn't rush to solve the mystery, didn't close the space between. You let the wondering stay open, like wondering was part of believing. You didn't love me despite my questions. You loved me where they grew. You were gentle with my questions and patient with my truth. You were gentle with my questions. You didn't make me choose. Didn't shame my hesitation. You stayed while I searched for truth. I didn't need the silence, wondering to be close to you. You were gentle with my questions, and that gentleness pulled me through. Truth isn't afraid to die, then neither are you. I don't need all the answers. I need your voice. Yeah, I thought love showed up in moments that felt important and bright, in breakthroughs, revelations, in songs that rose at night. But you kept visiting quietly on days I barely noticed, days without announcements, where faith felt almost pointless. You met me while I was folding doubts into another routine, while the world stayed unimpressed with the life I was living. You didn't wait for me, and you didn't ask for display. You lie, let you love me on autumnal days, when nothing stood out. I stopped waiting for holiness to arrive with a shout. You didn't need my life to sparkle, you didn't need me brave. I let you love me on ordinary days, and it changed my faith. Now I don't overlook the quiet, I don't rush the in-between. I've learned grace often whispers, but where I thought nothing had been, you call faithfulness beautiful, even when no one sees. You keep doing holy work in the most unnoticed things. If you are present here, then this is sacred too. I let you love me on ordinary days and understand. I let you love me on ordinary days and learn to stay. I've seen love come with conditions, with timelines, terms, and ends. I've learned how easily affection depends on who I've been. But you don't love like a contract. You don't leave when things delay. You keep loving me consistently in the quietest ways. I don't always know where I'm going, I don't always know what's true, but I've watched you remain steady when my confidence withdrew. So now I trust the way you stay, not the clarity I lack. I trust the love that doesn't leave, even when I step back.
I will keep trusting the way you stay.
Not the answers I don't have.
I will keep leaning on presence.
When belief feels thin and flat, you don't disappear in my weakness. You don't fade with time.
I will keep trusting the way
and that's enough. One morning, I didn't come home. I thought I had to be finished before I could stand in your light. Like faith was a destination you only reach when you're right. So I hid the parts still trembling, the doubts I couldn't explain. I tried to arrive assembled instead of honest in my pain. But you never asked for completion, never waited for my repair. You opened your arms wide enough for the parts I didn't prepare. You didn't ask me to organize everything I couldn't control. You let me come in fragments and called it a soul. You let me arrive in pieces, not tidy, not strong, not sure. You didn't require my healing before I walked through the door. I didn't have to explain my breaking or prove that I tried. You let me arrive in pieces, and you stayed by my side. I've learned love doesn't demand coherence. It doesn't ask pain to align. It welcomes confusion gently and still calls it mine. You didn't rush my rearranging, you didn't force me to be whole. You kept loving me steadily until healing found its road. If wholeness comes from staying, then staying is enough. You let me arrive in pieces, and you didn't turn away. You held what I could are still here. You didn't rush. I've met love that fixes quickly, love that leaves when things stay hard, love that offers solutions but never stays long enough to start. I learned how to hide my wounds, how to smile through what I feel, because most people get uncomfortable when healing takes this long and real. I thought you'd grow impatient, that you'd quietly step away, but you kept showing up tomorrow like yesterday didn't change a thing. You never asked for progress reports, never counted how far I'd come. You just stayed long enough for my pain to finally trust someone. You stayed long enough for me to heal, not just survive. You didn't leave when the hurt stayed present. You stayed through the nights of my life. You didn't rush me toward closure. You didn't ask me to be strong. You stayed long enough for me to heal, and that's what love looks like all along. I confuse movement with healing, silence with being stuck, but you taught me restoration often looks like learning how to trust. You didn't fix me from a distance, you didn't speak and disappear. You sat with me in unfinished places until fear loosened its grip here.
Healing only comes from staying, then you healed me well.
You stayed long enough for me to heal. You didn't run from my scars. You proved love doesn't mean perfection, it means presence where we are. I don't need everything resolved, I don't need answers strong. You stayed long enough for me to heal, and I know I belong. Ooh, you didn't hurry. I used to apologize for hurting, like pain meant I was weak. I learned how to call endurance faith, and silence something deep. I thought healing meant erasing every mark the past had made. But you never called my wounds mistake, you never turned away. I judge myself by outcomes, by how well I carried weight. But you kept calling the struggle a language I was learning to translate. You didn't shame my question, you didn't scold I lived through difficult years. I stopped calling my pain a failure, stop wishing it away. I learned it doesn't disqualify me, it doesn't make you stay away. You don't love me despite my breaking, you met me right inside. I stopped calling my pain a failure and let it be part of my life. You don't rush past the hard chapters, you don't rewrite them clean. You redeem what I thought ruined and call it where you've been. My scars aren't interruptions, they're places grace has stood. And somehow you keep calling broken things exactly where you're good. Then nothing's wasted now. I stopped calling my pain a failure, it's no longer something to hide. It became a place you stayed with me, not something you walk by. Take me to the river, Lord. I've been wandering in the wilderness with a thirst I couldn't name, carrying regrets and memories, drowning deep in hidden shame, till I found the gentle river where your peace begins to flow. And I felt my weary spirit learn the healing I should know. Every sorrow kept in silence slowly melts into the tide, and the burden on my shoulder starts to drift away and slide. As the blues guitar is weeping for the heart I couldn't show, in the place where grace is moving like a river wide and slow. In the water, in the flow, there's a healing I can't control, where the river heals my soul, where the broken parts are whole, where your mercy washes clean every memory unseen, where the river calms my fears, where I lay my hidden tears. Lord, your grace begins to roll, where the river heals my soul. I have fought the storms within me, I have stood the test of night, but the river keeps on shining like a dawn of gentle light. Now the organ hums a mercy that my heart can finally feel, in the river of redemption, where you teach my soul to heal, wash me whole. River healing in my soul. Where the river heals my soul, where the broken parts are whole, where your mercy washes clean every memory unseen. Where the river calms my fears, where I lay my hidden tears. Lord, your grace begins to roll, where the river heals my soul. I used to measure healing by how fast I could move on. Every pause felt like a failure, every tear felt wrong. But mercy never hurried me, never asked me why. It just stayed beside my breathing till I learned how to try. Grace knows my pace, it doesn't rush my heart. It meets me in the middle of the dark. I don't have to be ready, I don't have to be ready, I don't have to be brave, I don't have to be brave. Grace knows my pace, and it waits. I stopped comparing journey, stop racing someone else's life. I learned that slow can still be faithful, and waiting isn't losing time. Every step I take in honesty counts more than speed. Grace is not impressed by motion, it responds to need. There's no shame in taking time, no guilt in learning how to stand. Grace was never in a hurry, it was always holding my hand. Grace knows my pace, it doesn't turn away when I move one trembling inch a day. I'm not behind, I'm not misplaced, I'm not misplaced. Grace knows my pace, yeah. I am not late. I am becoming.